Welcome back to Professor Layton and the Last Spectre, Part 22.
And I've been made to promise, because one of our employees has fallen ill, that I will not shout.
Employees.
Oh boy.
Yes. Because I've hired you three to do this wonderful commentary about my series.
Really? How much are we getting paid?
A McDonald's meal every day.
Indeed.
I like the burgers.
Yes. And also 2 Monopoly tickets, which were.
Oh! That was a real-life explosion!
Yes, it was.
My ears. Oh. Nate
That's
surely
not fun.
can't be using dynamite to excavate the Golden Garden.
It doesn't seem like a very safe way to dig.
Hey, Luke, why were you doing the objection pose? No, not at all. I rather hope that the Golden Garden isn't here, otherwise he's just blown the whole thing up and will have wasted the entire game.
It's just something that happens. It's just something that happens, Professor. Our creator seems to be a huge fan of his attorney, so he keeps putting objection poses every one of this stuff.
That thing
wait
is
a minute,
itself.
Mr. Wright, did you hire Michael Bay to do this one or something?
Not exactly, but apparently you did.
No, I didn't. This is refreshing.
Now it says it right here on the receipt.
I can't remember the last time I visited an excavation site.
I thought you always explored places like this, Mr. Layton.
It's not always as glamorous as it sounds, Luke. I'm usually holed up in my study these days. Or did John Woo direct this one? That reminds me, here's a puzzle that may interest you.
Oh, goody! Sorting artifacts. Spelled with
An archaeologist shows you some ancient ruins found on a dig. These ruins were divided into 2 groups, but I seem to have mixed them up. Can you sort out the runes into the correct groups? Only the top left rune cannot be moved.
Okay then.
So
So,
basically,
This one's a little tricky, but the answer's staring you right in the face once again.
yeah, that's always the thing with Layton puzzles. They're devious in their design. Anyway, yeah.
So basically, the idea is to get the right outline. That's where it's hidden. If you look closely enough.
There we go.
This is what I've come up with.
oh, Luke, that face is creepy.
I knew I could do it.
Can't help it, Professor. It was a rather, well,
There we go.
correct. The runes were divided into 2 groups. The one on the left can be written in 1 pen stroke without lifting the pen or retracting the line.
Yeah.
There we go.
You might remember from
I
Curious
take
Village.
it was a bad photo shoot.
You might remember how in the Curious Village we had puzzles that an old lady was giving us about 1-line drawings and shit.
Yes.
Yep. What was he like back when you knew him?
Well, he was a very hard-working student, always on time and incredibly diligent. Sorry, I screwed that up. He was a favourite with the faculty members, and they often assigned him particularly tricky tasks. Wait a minute, faculty? This is the American version. We were both so informed by our research that we regularly studied through the night, but we don't call our team faculty around here. And despite all that, he still felt he had a duty to help out his friends and family. No. Faculty sounds like the toilet members or something.
Really? Well, that's what it is in this European version.
I can understand why you would doubt your father. We will get to the bottom of his behavior, I promise. Then you can see the truth for yourself. Your father really is a dick.
I'm not sure I want to.
Coming from
Seriously,
you, Layton,
yeah.
that's a compliment.
Yeah.
Oh, no, he's far worse than me. I don't hit children.
You dig up this entire area, but we haven't found a scrap of archaeological evidence.
Well, you suck at your job, then. I saw millions of them everywhere.
I'm starting to think the Golden Garden is nothing but a legend.
Nothing else came of the dig. Oh, sorry, nothing else came of the dig. God, that land delivery was terrible.
Well, we found a few pieces here and there that might have some historical relevance, but none of them had to do with the Golden Garden. They're just plain artifacts.
God,
Hey, seriously, who spells artifacts with an E? Isn't it with an I?
No, it's actually with an E.
Oh, in Europe, I guess.
I think it's everywhere, actually. Let me check.
I don't like Google correcting me for American English when I'm typing in British English.
Hold on, let me check.
I feel the same way.
Oh, yeah.
Puzzles
I know
yeah.
how to spell realize. Thank you very much.
Oh yeah, here it is. In the America, it's I, and in everywhere else, it's E. So yeah, there's your confirmation terms. This really is the European version.
Americans hate E's.
And yet apparently you do have faculty after all in Europe.
And U's, apparently.
Yes. This is ironic because their first letter is U. Two signs decorate the entrance to this hotel. One sign has a mirrored surface of a number of lines drawn across it. It also reflects the lines drawn on the sign opposite. When both sets of lines are combined, they form a 3-digit number that tells you the price of the deluxe suite in pounds. What, punching pounds or money pounds?
I'm guessing Europe pounds.
No, Europe uses a euro.
Britain uses pounds.
Yeah, right. True.
5. Oh.
No,
what?
game, that's a 4 I wrote.
Well, you wrote it poorly.
Okay, and I wrote a 4 again. It's a...
There we go.
Are the programmers so incompetent that they can't tell the difference between a 4 and a 0?
Time to apply some creative thinking.
Those programmers are fired.
I love the thrill of a good solution.
I'm delaying the game until that is fixed.
The answer is 546
£546.
While I'm stuck here, the rest of my team are probably coming up with new, exciting hypotheses.
I swear his team must have gone off and joined Yacht Club Games.
Sometimes I wonder if there's any point in this excavation. Maybe I should just kill myself.
If the Golden Garden truly exists, I would very much like to see it. Please don't give up, but for God's sake, put some damn effort into your acting. Jesus Christ.
Maybe we will
called.
find the Golden Garden.
I'm being called. Excuse me for a moment, please.
Okay, then, Pedro, you be Layton while Dwibs is gone.
Sure,
He's been called for a haircut, I guess.
Definitely.
Interesting.
Alright, Shiro, you're up.
Okay. I wonder what Chief Jakes would say if I just never left.
Who knows?
Okay.
Yep. We have a political chief here who solves the toughest cases in the blink of an eye. He'll catch the Spectre soon. Sure he will. Of course, if he doesn't, then what are we paying taxes for?
Oh, lady.
I don't know.
Oh, lady. You don't know very much. You don't know very much about the world, do you, lady?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, if Ace Attorney is any indication, your tax dollars for the police are going towards giant pipe organs in the chief of police's office.
Yeah, but this is England. So what does the tax money in England goes to? Tea?
Puzzles.
Oh, of course. Also, speak lower. Anyway.
That's my guess.
So this sky, gentle breeze. I love peace. That's the truth. And cats. I'd give my right arm to sleep all day, like they do.
Cats do have great lives.
Here, if you're a cat lover, maybe fancy this little brain teaser. How about it? Oh, there you go. This one's for you, Shira.
Okay.
The cat in the maze. Sweet little cat has got some
it's another one of these.
Yeah.
Yep. Basically, you know the drill. Coax her out with fish.
How many moves do we have this time?
6.
6.
I really love these. So, go ahead, Jovah.
Very nice. Okay, yeah, basically she won't come when called. You will have to coax her out with some fish. She's so hungry she will head towards any fish she spots in her direct line of sight, yada yada yada. We sort of already read this. And eat it before looking around for the next fish. Get the cat to the star using only 6 fish. And there we go.
About this. That was it.
Yes, that was it. Correct! You used 6 fish to rescue the cat. She must be a very full kitty now. And a new train.
You never know what a cat's thinking. They're inscrutable. You see mice around every corner in this place, but there aren't many cats. Tragic, that.
Unless you pull a BBC and film a documentary about cats.
Oh boy. How was that documentary?
It was actually quite boring, but I think that's because it was in the hands of the BBC, who are very, They're probably the most sensible of broadcasters.
That reminds me, Jovah, have you checked out some of the Creationist Cats videos like I told you to?
They're funny.
I need to get around to doing that,
The
actually. But yeah, I did look at one of them.
It's fucking hilarious.
If the cat documentary was in the hands of Channel 4...
I love the end. I love the end of every single one of his videos. Rate, comment, subscribe, or you'll totally burn in hell.
Ah, cat.
Okay.
What I also love is his actual intro his intro that tells his backstory, how he wasn't just a normal cat, but then he was zapped by God's powers through the internet and gained all the knowledge in the universe, and he became the Lord's chosen cat.
I love how almost all these twists and turns are a near miss at hitting the other trade.
Again,
Like right there.
Again, need gas? Just head over to gas containers.
If only life were that easy. Imagine the amount of money that would be saved.
The trains have to be already fueled before leaving.
Yeah.
I guess these are all
there's
trains.
there's another toy train course solved. So yeah, let's go to the library.
Not
Awesome.
many left to go.
Hmm?
Not many left to go.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, I think that. Oh yeah, I've
There's like
done most
4
of the
left.
toy trains so far.
Yeah, 3 or 4 left.
Yep. I don't like the police around here. Can't they spare a thought for a poor old fellow?
What did they do?
I asked them if they could solve this puzzle, and what do? Chuck it on the desk. That's what. Too busy with the Spectre,
right,
they
listen.
say. It's a downright insult.
The police have no respect for puzzles.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. The people are actually... It's gotten to the point where the government won't even solve puzzles for people. The nerve. Like, seriously.
Oh my.
What has England gotten to the point where these poor civilians can't get their puzzles solved?
Sad.
What will everyone do on the trains now?
No, but
Alright,
I'm actually sure that's the opposite. No. That's exactly because of the government. They actually have unsolved puzzles. The problem is that just can't have that. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
Like, all these unsolved puzzles lying around. I mean, and the government just gets away with this. I mean, you guys need to do a protest or something.
Yeah.
So
I wonder how many
basically,
times Layton's been late for work because he solved puzzles on the way there.
I wonder. Anywho, this is a mathematical puzzle. Sort of, the usual... Okay, you're trying to find the height of a shadow. Well, not necessarily the height, but the height of the lamppost based on the amount that its shadow it casts. The ball you're next to the lamppost has a height of 1 meter and casts a shadow 1.5 meters long. So yeah, basically a bit of math and voila! No, game, I did not say 9, and no, I did not say 0.
No, Jovah. You see, it's much better. Here's how I playing Layton games a long time. Like, I kind of... Usually the way I create my fours is I always draw them exactly as they are in the actual game. You know?
Oh, yeah. That's how I...
Puzzle undone.
I don't really pay attention to those, but yeah, that's probably a good tactic.
There you go.
Precisely, the lamppost is 4 meters high.
Saw that number 4 there?
Uh-huh.
Always draw
You
them like
think
that. Always draw them like that when you get to Lost Future.
It's terrible. What's the world coming to these days, eh?
That probably confused me because I know how a 4 should be written in this game, but I too write 4s the way Jovah does.
Yeah.
What are you lap dilly-dallying about here for? I haven't got all day. If you've time to talk, you've time to work, that's what I say. Now get a move on before I do. If you're so intent on slacking off, you won't mind if I slap your puzzle in your face, will you?
I might.
I'm going to beat you with this puzzle.
Good neighbors. A, B, and C live in a row of houses that run west to east. The roofs colored red and blue and yellow.
Guess what,
Although the
Local
residents
resident is trying to describe the
this
street, but can only remember a few details.
Guess
A
what,
lot-
guess what, Professor? You were lucky. You didn't have a single line while you were gone.
Oh,
I know.
lucky me then. Right, now I have come back, but I am very, very hungry, so I will be eating some prawn crackers during the rest of this part.
Professor,
So-
don't you tell
wait,
people
hold on.
off
Did you
for
say
eating...
corn
Remember, one rule for me, one rule for everyone else. That's what I always abide by. Now, excuse me.
crackers? What the heck are porn crackers?
Prawn.
Oh.
Those
Porn?
white things that look... Yeah.
Wait a minute. Porn crackers? Is that the kind of crackers porn stars eat?
No
Prawn
puzzles
cracker.
without an answer.
Prawn, like this.
Splendid! Starting from the west is C's house with a blue roof, A's house with a yellow roof, and finally Blue's house with a red roof.
Good neighbors. Okay.
Rub.
You see, keep that up and get your investigation going. Life's too short to run like an oaf.
Well, let's keep moving then. And you're up, Dwibs.
Guess what? I know something about the Spectre that nobody else knows.
Is that so? What's that then?
Here it comes.
Ha! You think I'm going to tell you just like that? If you want to know, you have to solve this puzzle.
I'm beginning to notice a formula here.
Really, Professor?
We've had this formula.
this
Oh,
puzzle.
Professor, we've had this formula since Curious Village.
Oh, I love this puzzle. The water in the park
Oh, I love
fountain
this
is
one
fed
too,
through
yeah.
50 valves. One day, A and B cleaning the fountain when they come up with the fall in game. Taking into turns to open one valve or two adjacent valves at a time, the one who opens the final spout will be the winner. After the coin toss, A starts and opens two valves. Can you help B win the game? On your turn, mark the one or two valves you want to open, then touch the arrow icon in the bottom left. So yeah, yes, this is one of those puzzles where it's a battle between you and the computer.
Wait,
Yeah.
isn't this cheating? We're helping someone win.
Well, it's technically us going up against the computer, so we're winning.
Basically, it's one of those things where, like for example, you have a number of objects. Okay, you can either take between 2 or 3 at a time, and it's a matter of, and whoever gets to a point where they can't draw anymore, take any more, loses the game and shit. All right.
All right.
Awesome.
Some puzzles must be met directly.
I love that puzzle. That's one of my favorites in the game, actually.
Good solution.
Yes, and also enjoy the nice
Ouch.
taste of a prawn cracker.
Fount-astic. As A begins opening 1, 2 valves, there are 11 left. First.
And now Phoenix is going to be sent to Bad Joke Jail by Professor Layton.
Haha.
Wait, what? Objection. That wasn't me who read that. That was my VA.
Well, he's going to bad jail as well then.
Oh, wow, mister. You actually did it. You might even be better at puzzle solving than my dad.
I'm guessing this kid's father is Lex Luthor.
I'll be interested to find out one day. But for now, when's you going to tell us the secret?
Oh, yeah. Well, the Spectre is really protecting the town, see? Just like it says in the storybooks.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah, bang up job he doesn't protect you.
When we went back to our house in North Eli, we found some blood on the ground nearby. Dad said it'd be the Spectre's blood. He sounded really worried too. Yeah, because it's not like destroying destroying the town totally means protection.
Wow, I actually
The Spectre
forgot.
is fighting off the bad things attacking the town and is getting hurt.
Yeah, I haven't played this particular one in a while, and so yeah, I actually forgot about this nice bit of foreshadowing. Nice going, guys.
Yep.
There we go.
I'm rather much stricken. That's not dismiss any...
Okay, Professor.
This isn't Aiken. You can't speak while your mouth is full of food.
Somebody should help it.
Professor, maybe you should stop stop eating crackers. We're rolling.
But I'm hungry.
Well, Professor, you're gonna eat. We may have to replace you.
Replace me with who? That hack Phoenix, right?
Really? You're
Yeah. Well, we may have Phoenix voice you, and we may have Shiroi voice that kid.
Not to mention, not to mention, as we've learned from the crossover, both Phoenix and Maya kind of suck at puzzle solving.
Although they got better by the end of it, well, at least.
Actually, I'm this guy.
That's Pedro's.
God's going to rebuild it.
There's a jam in the place for hats. That's not here and now. Yeah, I want sunglasses instead. Yeah. Sport a pair of my designer shades, and you too can be a chick as a Soho celebrity. Ta-da!
So, that's a place in New York.
You know what? I'm happy. Here's
Wow, Britton, I didn't. Wow, Britton, I didn't know that you respected us over here in the great New York state.
I pretty much doubt you came up with it first, you thieves. Here are 16 people standing in 4 rows of 4. By moving only 2 caps, find a way to create a checkerboard pattern of people with and without visible brown hair. Of course, to meet this requirement, each row and column must contain an equal number of people with brown hair and without brown hair.
Are you saying that Soho is also a place in Europe?
In London, yes.
It is?
Yes.
Oh, didn't know that.
We're learning about America and England today.
Cool.
All you know, and knowing is half the battle.
So maybe we can do it at the same time. Who knows?
Well, thank you, Peter. Anyway, so we're giving these children free hats?
Yes. Free hat, free hat,
Luke,
free hat.
Luke, you have brown hair, don't you? Here, have this free hat.
He already has a hat.
Thank you.
Well, have another hat then, in case that one
Correct.
gets stolen.
Someone with white hair was hidden amongst the rest. It was possible to evenly line those with brown hair and those without, after all.
Actually,
Because one of them had white hair.
As South Park taught us, people will always come if we offer free hats. Anyway.
Hats are cool.
I suppose inspiration won't do it.
Why, it was an exemplary puzzle. I see no reason why you shouldn't continue your hat profession. I mean, look at the hat I'm wearing.
You really think so? Maybe I ought to give it a second fun after all.
Maybe.
Rome wasn't built in a day, and my hat won't be on display again until next week. So come back next week.
But we're not here next week. What kind of terrible power commercial brick or mortar?
Okay.
You can see right into the house through the gaps, and Professor...
Please chew your food. Or at least mute.
But I said I'm hungry.
Look, Professor, you have to restrain yourself.
But I haven't eaten in 5 days. Level 5's working conditions are terrible.
That was a sputter pass by. I keep thinking that the building's been leaning to one side.
Are you Chelmey's brother?
That it might topple over.
Joe, are you alright? You seem to lose your balance.
Oh, I think we're coming into another goodie of a puzzle.
It's because of my alcohol. It's making me dizzy.
I don't remember casting an alcoholic.
You didn't. I just snuck in and stole your alcohol.
Whatever, it's out of date anyway.
A battle of wits.
Which, you say? Well, I can never refuse a challenge. Luke, fetch my sword.
No, Professor. We're not in the crossover yet. Hold on.
The owner of a hotel, Joe, has challenged you to a little game. There are 15 empty bottles on the counter. The player takes turns removing 1, 2, or 3 bottles at a time. Whoever takes the last bottle loses the game. Layton is going first. Can you help him win?
You know, if...
Alright, Professor, I'll help you win.
I wonder if there's a version of this game that has this as a drinking contest.
No.
Yes, every time the professor complains about something, we all take a shot.
No,
Alright,
I haven't been drunk by this point.
But that cannot be, Professor. The president of level 5 makes games for kids, and he doesn't want to promote alcohol to kids.
But Nino Kuni was rated 16 around here.
And then there's Yokai Watch.
But there was no alcohol in Nino Kuni.
Also, there's an expo next month, so I'm going to see if I can find some Yokai Watch stuff.
Yokai Watch alcohol?
Well done! It's important to take 2 bottles on your first turn, leaving 13. And if you leave 9 bottles, then 5, and finally 1 bottle, you'll win.
Oh, give me that wine.
Professor, that's not actual wine. It's Hawaiian punch.
Well, look at that. You beat me.
That was very entertaining. Thank you.
So what were we talking about before? Oh yeah, the building leaning.
To be my leaning.
Well, in any case, the ground's been rightly wobbly all over town for the past few months.
He's a bit punch drunk.
Is Hawaiian punch even a thing?
I think it's the Spectre that's behind
it
all this meat.
Okay.
It's my favorite drink, actually.
I am the Spectre.
Oh, sure.
Oh, I thought this was you.
You seem to be in a spot of trouble. May I be of assistance?
Oh, yes, please. Well, you see, when the Spectre attacked, it damaged the light circuits downstairs.
I'm drunk as shit.
Professor,
The
allow
lights
me
have been
to
flickering on and
sober
off all
you.
day. I can't guarantee they'll last the night.
Can't guarantee
Yeah,
I'll
so-
last the night at this rate.
There we go.
And we have guest booked in for tonight. What should I do? I can't let them wander around in the dark.
Luke, punch
Or
me
they'll
in the
be
head.
alone in the dark.
Luke, punch me in the head, quickly.
Okay.
Okay, thank you. Why not use some small lamps or lanterns?
That's when you
Candles?
cure punch drunk.
Lamps? That sounds complicated.
There you go. If you have a Luke by your side, he'll punch you out of your drunkenness.
Of course.
Get your
Even a
fabulous
fabulous chandelier isn't
Is it
going,
going
to
to be-
be used in a blackout. Let's say you need to light a room during a blackout using only 7 lamps. Each lamp will light the square it's on and 1 square on each side of it. How do you place 7 lamps to light this entire room?
Well, let's have a look. Touch a square to place a lamp there. 1 lamp lights up the square. It occupies any plus any adjacent square. So, let's do it rainbow style.
Yeah.
First red, then orange, then yellow, it's thinking time, and then green.
There's still one square
Now
there.
light blue
There are 2 squares there.
Yeah.
and indigo
Oh, no way.
and violet.
There we go.
A challenging puzzle, to be sure.
There you go.
No puzzle is without an answer.
Could say the colors feel so right. Correct. The warm glow of lamplight is quite nice to have every once in a while, isn't it?
Yes,
Alright.
every once in a while. As long as Luke doesn't spike my drink or something.
Sure,
I'm
you're
pretty
still...
sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the child wouldn't spike your drink.
Okay.
I think our guests will be fine now. Thanks.
Awesome.
You know, I think these labs may be even an improvement. They create a certain ambience.
Right. Let's stock up on lamps galore.
I believe you're right again. Thanks for enlightening us, Professor.
Go to bad joke jail.
Oh.
What are you doing? Leaning over like that?
I was drunk. No, I'm not. I think I must have gotten into the habit of leaning, Joe.
Objection! Professor, please, you're sober at this point.
Oh, that's
I said
because
I was drunk.
I'm drunk.
But you were sober at this point.
Again.
Lower the volume on those objections.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. Our little restaurant is quite... Oh.
Mr. Wright, you,
It's
you
over there.
disrespectful jerk.
Well, can I help it with that? Sorry.
Quiet objections.
Yes, keep
Um,
your
I
objections
I know that's
to a
not the
whisper.
point of the objection.
Keep your objections to a whisper, Mr. Wright. I think that may be best for all of us, especially Miss Sheroy.
Imagine you're in a library.
Speaking of a library, that's where we're going, actually.
Yeah.
Imagine if you had a trial in the library.
Welcome to the Miss Taylor Library. If you can't find a book, just tell me. I know where all of them are.
I thought you were voicing the librarian, Dwibs.
Oh,
Oh, never-
oh, he was? Oh,
We were
okay.
hoping to look at a few local
At
newspapers.
least last time we were here.
The newspapers are over in the corner. If you need an archived issue, I'll show you where to look.
Look at her forehead.
I need some newspapers
Oh,
from
sorry.
around the time that Evan Bard passed away, and I'll use your forehead as a flashlight.
Library policy prohibits me from showing them to anyone who hasn't completed at least 50 puzzles.
Wait, what kind of bullshit policy is that?
I'm sure Layton has
Apparently
completed
one in
more than
Britain.
And it looks like you have done so. Fab, please give me a moment.
So apparently someone can't be let into a library without 50 puzzles.
Sorry to keep you waiting. These are all the newspapers printed in the week of Mr. Bard's death.
Wow.
Thank you.
Luckily I sold like 74
You know,
this time.
Yeah,
this,
four of them?
this reminds me
Yeah,
of...
but-
Okay.
Oh
Are you
yeah, come
familiar
on.
with the concept of a library? Ha! Library humor. Go ahead, but bring them back.
Okay, Pedro, what is it?
This reminds me of a comedy skit we have over here where there's a guy... Oh, just plot.
Very strange indeed. There are no concrete details about Bard's death in any local newspapers.
Well, that's no help.
So this entire segment was pointless. Perhaps not.
How long should we wait for Emmy, Mr. Layton? Does she even know what a library looks like?
Professor, you're being bipolar again.
But it's padding. Jesus Christ.
Why don't you enlighten me, Luke?
You're back. It's good to see you back.
You're lying, Luke.
You too, Luke. Sorry I'm late. I had trouble reading all the road signs on the way here.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it.
It's funny, when you raised your voice just then, you cut out.
I did? Wow.
I'm sure you didn't. The children's books are over in the corner. Sorry to keep you waiting, Professor. Here are the materials you requested.
Thank you, Emmy. I apologize for the trouble, but this may bring us a step closer in our investigation.
Professor, are you using a megaphone?
Darth Vader?
Professor Bane?
Yes,
I also bought you a surprise.
Well, if it isn't Professor Layton, keeping well, I take it.
I had a ball stuck to my mouth and I can't get it off, so, sorry. Inspector Grosky.
So you're the one Emmy has been helping. Not very sporting to keep that a secret, Emmy.
Yes, Emmy, I am
His
docking
back
half
must
of
be
your
very
pay.
painful with his posture.
Oh no, Shiroi.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as pain in
So you
Grosky's
were
dictionary.
Scotland Yard connection, Inspector?
I'm pretty sure this man feels no pain.
What a small world. It's a small world after...
So the professor really doesn't remember at all.
What was that, Emmy?
Wow, he really doesn't remember.
What? Nothing. I was just... Is that a new hat, Professor?
Please don't bring up the hats. Never mind hats. I hear
Is it
there's
really
some sort of a
that
giant
bad?
specter menacing this town.
Oh, sure, you'll see.
It's quite a situation. It sounds as if Emmy has briefed you on some of the particulars, but allow me to fill in the details.
I swear, you kind of
And
do
after
sound
this
like
passage, you will have my permission to die. Sorry, each time it appears, the Spectre destroys a part of the town.
So Bane's the one behind it?
Yes. Someone is pulling the strings of this Spectre, however I'm not yet certain who.
A specter conspiracy.
Darth
Sounds like
Vader?
crime to me. And no crook in the Luke Grosky of the yard.
You don't know the power of the Layton. I must obey my master.
I'll walk down to the Mr. Police Chief and exact
Luke,
his
I am
full
your father, yada yada yada.
cooperation.
Yes, Luke,
For
I
the
am your father.
yard.
Hold on, Inspector, I haven't told you everything yet. And there he goes.
Ladies and gentlemen, Professor Bane, Layton.
Well, let's have a look at what Emmy brought us. I think we'll find some useful information here. I hope this whole...
Indeed, all that stuff she got from Chapter 6.
Oh, Professor, I had a film developer developed as well. I think these photos should
Be useful.
Help.
be useful.
Good thing, Emmy.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, this film is terrible. You're making it worse than ballistic. Oh. According to the police report, Bard died when he fell off a cliff. Wait, Layton pushed him... ignore that.
Sure. Oh, okay.
Sure?
Oh, she's
The
bird.
details of
She's
Bard's
bird.
death are pretty sketchy.
Okay.
And look at this. According to the single
Hey.
eyewitness, there was no one else in the area. Okay, you know what, Luke? This is getting ridiculous. Pull the bowl off on free.
Whoever's breathing heavily.
Clark Triton?
The what? What? My dad?
Luke, pull the bowl off.
The dragon was the witness at the scene?
you
Did he ever mention anything about that?
Did you know about any of this, Luke?
Oh, thank goodness. No! This was the first I've heard of it. Mom never mentioned it either.
Well, in his will, Mr. Bard left his rights to the town's land to Clark.
He left all that property to someone he wasn't related to? Why?
Again. And that's not all. Look! There is no mention of the Spectre in today's London newspaper. No mention, despite the massive damage sustained by the town. Don't you find that strange?
Maybe the police are suppressing the information. Now that you mention it, we hadn't heard anything about the Spectre until we came to Miss Hallory.
Have that to the police about his stupid.
Someone trying to keep his story from getting out?
It would appear so, although how could anyone not see a giant spectre walking around?
No. What they mean is, I mean, the townspeople know about it, but the press doesn't know because, you know, they're trying to keep this a secret within the town.
I'm sure you can see it from miles away. Let's confirm.
Apparently in Britain here, there's no such thing as instant messaging, so I guess news of it hasn't left the town.
Well, considering in this world they still use, you know, record players, I'm guessing this is meant to be more traditional.
The mystery of the Spectre lies in Evan Bard's
Even though this isn't the same... Even though this is also in the Ace Attorney universe, where we actually do have that technology, technically.
So unfortunately, I'm going to have to list this as a bit of a plot hole. Clark isn't a relative of Bard's, so why is he mentioned in Bard's will?
So I guess this means that the Ace Attorney universe is a bit ahead of Britain in technology. Of course.
And now the intertwining continuities have caused a plot hole. Thank you very much, Capcom.
No, it's quite simple. America is apparently just ahead of Britain at the time.
Yeah.
But we're about the same.
See ya.
See you in the next part.
See ya.
See ya.